Shalom, shalom.
Yeah, it's on there. Okay. It's on there. The delay.
Yeah, we got it.
All right, Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites. We come out every week to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom called America, also called Babylon in the scripture. But before we do so, we want to give praise to the Most High and His Son, in the true Hebrew called the Lashon Kodash, the Holy Tongue. We want to say, Ka,
Ka,
Allah,
Allah,
Ka,
God,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahushua,
Yahushua,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem, Ha, Ka,
Kodash,
Kodash,
Ma'amah.
Ma'amah.
All right, that's why to the elder apostles, the messenger, the elder, Shalom, children that believe in sincerity and truth from the four corners of the earth. Yeah, they got this whole what's the MLK Martin Luther King Day coming up. I think it's next week, sometime like 17th, something like that, man. So we want to go into a couple scriptures based off that topic with that in mind. All right, speaking about false prophets, speaking about men that come in sheep's clothing. All right, acting like they're sent by the Lord, but they're really pushing their own agenda, or also they're pushing the agenda of the so-called white man Esau. All right, the Caucasian race. Let's get this. Start off with this though. I'm gonna start with this, just for the brotherhood. Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 4. I'm going to start at verse 1. Therefore, seeing we have this ministry, as we have received mercy, we faint not.
Right. So in this ministry we've been given, we faint not in this truth. All right, in our walk. All right. So the Lord gave us this ministry. This is the way out. The Lord said, "What? Somebody get that the foolishness of preaching." He chose for us to be saved.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 21.
Right. That civil rights movement ain't do nothing for us, really, man. You know, it gave us a little moving room, moving space, but it didn't really do anything. That didn't free our people, man. All right. This is how we free our people. Go ahead.
All right. For after that, in wisdom of Yahweh, the world by wisdom is not Yahweh. It pleased Yahweh by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe.
Right. So the Lord set it up that way through the foolishness of preaching. All right, to save the hopeful elect that believe of Israel. Okay, go ahead, brother.
This is back in 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 2. But have renounced the hidden things of dishonesty, not walking in craftiness, nor handling the word of Yahweh deceitfully, but by manifestation of the truth.
Right, by manifestation of the truth.
And, and if you think about it, during that time, it was a little, it's kind of manipulation for the people because, you know, we were looking for some sense of hope. And that, Martin Luther King was handling the word of Yahweh Shai deceitfully, blind and trying to rock our people back to sleep. Because around that time of the civil rights, what else did you have going on? You had Abba Bivens out there teaching the truth around in the 60s, around that time. But you had the truth battling against the lies. So we were, Abba Bivens wasn't handling the word of Yahweh Shai deceitfully, but you had Martin Luther King who was.
Right, man. Right. Okay. Right.
Commanding ourselves to every man's conscience in the sight of Yahweh.
All right, so let's get the top. Jeremiah 23 and 10. No, 10. Jeremiah 23 and 25.
This is Jeremiah chapter 23, chapter 23, verse 25. It says, I have heard what the prophet said, that prophesy lies in my name.
Right, so the Lord heard this prophet. The Lord heard people like Martin Luther King, man. You know, part of the Boule fraternity. All right? Go ahead. So the Lord heard them during the civil rights movement, man. Speaking vanity, speaking lies, speaking dreams out of his own heart. Right, brother?
It says, I have heard what the prophet said, that prophesy lies in my name, saying, I have dreamed, I have dreamed.
There you go. He said, I have dreamed, I have dreamed. All right. So scripture says many have been deceived by their dreams, man. But you know, he coming out of dreams, visions of his own heart, not out of the scriptures, not the way the apostles and the disciples were teaching, man. All right. The foundation that Yahweh set up through Philip. Peter. All right. All right, go ahead.
Verse 20,
Yeah, keep going.
verse 26 says, how long shall this be in the heart of the prophets that prophesy lies? Yea, they are prophets of the deceit of their own heart.
There you go, man. So they're pushing deceit, all right, of their own heart. Just like a lot of these prophets today, calling themselves prophets. People like T.D. Fake. Same people that's part of that Christianity movement, man. You know, part of that basically paganism, that Christian mindset. We shall overcome. Kumbaya. You know, all hands join together.
We are the world.
There you go. That's even better. We are the world. Yep. Like Michael Jackson, right? All right, keep going, brother.
Verse 27, it says, which think to cause my people to forget my name by their dreams.
Good, man. All right, you have people like the brother was saying, man, Abba Bivens teaching the true name of the Lord around that time, man. All right? But you have people like Martin Luther King that was plucking the truth right out of their mind. Telling them, no, we got to do it this way. We got to march for freedom. Look where it got them. Bunch of bats and shit up against their head. Jail time. All right?
It says, which think to cause my people to forget my name.
Right, and they were teaching in the name of Baal. They were teaching Jesus. All right? You ask Martin Luther King or any of his people, Jesse Jackass, that started that didn't start the Rainbow Coalition. He stole the Rainbow Coalition idea from the Black Panthers. All right. Yeah. Yep. That's right, man. So they pushed that whole mindset. They helped put our people to sleep. You know. And you still got people that turn to what politics. They call politics and religion. And the civil rights movement, they look at that like a spiritual movement. All right. Go ahead, brother.
It says, which think to cause my people to forget my name by their dreams, which they tell every man to his neighbor, as their fathers have forgotten my name for Baal.
There you go. See that? So he was a nationwide, worldwide name, man. Even to today. They uphold Martin Luther King. They really using him like game. You know how Esau would go kill an animal out in the woods and they'd hang it up on the wall. They made a memorial out of him, man. Out of the assassination of that man, Martin Luther King.
Also, as a pacification to our people, because Jake is easily pacified, like something new. Like Angelo been on the court.
Oh, there you go.
I'm saying that's easy. And Esau knows Jake has a lack of cognitive dissonance, but he has a lack of understanding and any knowledge. So Esau be like, well, we'll give you a statue, we'll give you a quarter, or we'll give you a day or a month. And Jake be like, yeah, we winning.
No, I was just gonna mention that every neighborhood across Babylon, across America, all right, in the hoods, in the dirtiest parts of society, the slums, all right, you got a Martin Luther King Boulevard. You know, that shows the wittiness of Esau and the semantics too. You know, how he knows, you know, the scripture, and he knows how to oppress you. Why is it in Daniel?
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 1. And our brethren, when I came to this false, and our brethren, when I came to you, came not with excellency of speech or of wisdom, declaring unto you the testimony of Yahweh. For I determined not to know anything among you, save Yahweh Shai and him crucified. And I was with you in weakness and in fear and in much trembling. And my speech and my preaching was not with enticing words of man's wisdom, but in demonstration of the Spirit and of power.
Right. And Paul was showing spiritual power at that time. So he was demonstrating the spirit of truth, and he was showing the power of the power of the Lord, man. So us today, we've been granted the same blessing, right? Demonstrating the spirit of truth and the
that your faith should not stand in the wisdom of men, but in the power of Yahweh.
Right. So it's not about the university, going to school to get a what do you call that thing? Doctorate. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Ordained. We the true ordained ministers, man. You know, then the Lord start down.
Verse 6 it says, howbeit we speak wisdom among them that are perfect, yet not the wisdom of this world, nor the princes of this world that come to naught.
Right. That's why that's a solemn assembly. We speak wisdom among them that are perfect, but perfect in faith. All right? Right? The wisdom that's not of this world, man.
But we speak the wisdom of Yahweh in a mystery, even the hidden wisdom which Yahweh ordained before the world unto our glory.
Right, man. All right, the Lord called us his hidden ones. But in these last days, he's going to reveal who his elect are. All right?
Which none of the princes of this world knew, for had they known it, they would not have crucified the Lord of glory.
Martin Luther King was probably one of those people.
And him being a part of the doctrine that allows our people to support and call upon a false idol, that's him trying to crucify Yahweh by Shemyahu Shai afresh. You know? It says, verse 9, it says, but as it is written, I have not seen, nor ear heard, neither have entered into the hearts of men the things that Yahweh hath prepared for them that love him. But Yahweh hath revealed them unto us by his Spirit, for the Spirit searches all things, yea, the deep things of Yahweh.
Right, man. You can go through any other way. You can go to university, school, seminary arts, you ain't gonna find the truth. You know? But the Lord revealed the truth to us through the Spirit, man. The Spirit is truth. And that's just it, man. People like Martin Luther King was a false prophet.
Deuteronomy 13:1. If there arise among you a prophet or a dreamer of dreams, and giveth thee a sign or a wonder, and the sign or the wonder come to pass, whereof he spake unto thee, saying, let us go after other gods, which thou hast not known, and let us serve them, thou shalt not hearken unto the words of that prophet.
Everything behind this doctrine is going to be false too. You know, they're going to have a false God, they're going to have a false movement. The Lord said, this congregation will be of the Lord, you know, it shall not fall. You know, they fell. The civil rights movement fell, the Black Panthers fell, the churches is falling apart. You know what I mean? But the Lord's word is still standing. The prophecy is playing out. Yeah.
Al Sharpton,
Yep.
people like that on
Yeah.
TV all the time.
Yeah.
They
They look for fame. Yeah, Al Sharpton, man. You already know he's Al Sharpton. That just look like George Jefferson. Look worse than that now, right? Yeah. All right,
This is back in Jeremiah 23.
man, so people like Martin Luther King, when they go celebrate next week, he was causing our people to call him Baal. He called him Jesus. Modern day name for Baal is Jesus. Right?
Jeremiah 23 and verse 28. It says, the prophet that hath a dream, let him tell a dream. And he that hath my word, let him speak my word.
So see that? The ones that have a dream, let them tell their dreams, man. The ones that have the word, you know, speak his word, man. You know, the Lord set the difference. He's gonna set the sheep on the right and the goats on the left. All right? And he's doing that through the sip, what you call the sip, in Amos chapter 9. Right?
This is Deuteronomy 18 and 18. I will rise up, I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like unto thee, and I will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him. And that's what Yahweh did. He said, I come in doing my Father's business. All things the Father hath made revealed unto me, I've told unto you. It says, and it shall come to pass that whosoever will not hearken unto my words, which he shall speak in my name, I will require it of him. But that prophet which shall presume to speak a word in my name, which I have not commanded him to speak, or thou shalt speak in my name, or thou shalt speak in the name of other gods, even that prophet shall die. So, and you see what happened to him. Everybody want to say, well, the government killed him, or Jesse Jackson had him killed. So what? That was the judgment written down by Yahweh Bashim Shai. Because Yahweh Bashim Shai, what he said, if a prophet calls my people or speaks in another name, that prophet shall die. All right? It says, verse 21. And thou shalt say in thine heart, how shall we know the word which the Lord hath not spoken? All right, and that's how a lot of people ask. That's one thing I asked at one point in time, and Yahweh Bashim Shai brought the elder to my door. I asked for the Yahweh Bashim Shai gave it to me. All right, it says, verse 22. When a prophet speaketh in the name of Yahweh, if the thing follow not, nor come to pass, that is the thing which the Lord Yahweh hath not spoken, but that the prophet has spoken presumptuously, thou shalt not be afraid of him.
Everybody's divided. Martin Luther King, he wanted to bring everybody together. Everybody's divided.
That I had a dream speech where they keep playing around this time every year, right? That was the dream. That's what he said his prophecy was that the Lord gave him. That everybody's gonna be holding hands, walking together, kumbaya. But look how divided America is in the world is right now, man. Lost divination, man.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 34. I'm going to start at verse 1. The hopes of a man void of understanding are vain.
All his hopes, man. What the hell is hope? Think about it. The Lord will separate us from the true men of the Lord, the true believers in Yahweh Bashim Shai, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They're seeking a new heaven and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. They don't want to join hands with these devils. You know what I mean? In the midst of their wickedness, man. Go ahead, brother.
And false. And dreams lift up fools.
There you go. And dreams lift up to you, man. He definitely got exalted in his pride. He got lifted up in his pride, too. That fool-lane fraternity.
Whoso regardeth dreams is like him that catcheth at a shadow and follow after the wind.
Right, man. He's following after the wind, man. Basically following after his own vain heart, man. Right there, brother.
That's the book of St. John, chapter 8, and verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do.
There you go. So he's the devil. You know, Esau. Like the brother on the card just said, Martin Luther King and Jesse Jackson and all these people that moved at the time, they were set up to pacify our people.
Hey,
Yeah.
you can research on the behavior, all right, masonry, things like that. All right, they're to basically blind their own people, be a stumbling block for their own people. It's told and written to say that they're not to sit at the table, but to guard the table, because they can't sit and eat with the Edomites, but they rather join them by helping them out when it comes to their sinister plan and world order.
And if you think about during the time of slavery, how they had what you call the Sambos doing that, guarding and keeping the niggas, and making sure the niggas don't rebel, calming the niggas down. And it was done in a way that made them hate. Like during the time of slavery, we hated the niggas that guarded the table for something.
Yeah, we call it the reverend.
Right.
Church pastor. Right? They had church right in the backyard. They had Esau sitting there watching the pastor, make sure he wanted to. Same thing happened with Martin Luther King. He can't say what he wants to say.
Right. And it's documented that his famous speech was written by what they call them, like how they have PRs to write their own.
Yeah.
Write
He
that
ain't write that
speech
shit.
himself.
I don't think so either. Now I think about it. He don't seem like he write that.
Best friend was the man's name. He was pretty much
Yeah, like people. That's like Jake. They got the Bible. We must see each other. And, and yeah, I think that's what we're talking about. Yep. Let's keep rocking, yo. We're good. Finish that, Jeremiah.
Jeremiah 23, 28. The prophet that had a dream, let him tell a dream. And he that hath my word, let him speak my word faithfully. What is the chaff to the wheat,
Right.
saith Yahweh.
What does the word faithfully mean? The word faithfully means to be easily turned about. All right? Basically, what's the word, man? In a sense, no, it's a term for it, but basically easily turned about. It's easy to deal with. You know what I mean? Like I don't have to wrestle with you. It's easy, easy to persuade. Easily persuaded. That's right. That's right. But with Daniel, he said he was Israelite indeed. But when they talked to Daniel, they said, the Lord is over here. As soon as he heard it, he got up and walked. He didn't even fully believe. He said, can anything good come out of Nazareth? Right? But he had faith. That faith got him easily persuaded.
Yeah, that's why the Lord made reference to Israelite indeed. He said, I saw you under that tree. He said, believe thou, because I saw you under that tree.
Right.
I shall do more than this. So he easily persuaded.
Easily persuaded. He said, don't be gullible.
Yeah.
He like, yo, he was easy to deal with. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's what the elect are today. Right? Teaching the word 50. Right?
It says, and he that hath my word, let him speak my word faithfully. What is the chaff to the wheat, saith the Lord Yahweh.
Right? You know, the chaff to the wheat. You know? That goes to the scripture with the wheat and the chaff. All right? You know, the Lord said, what is the chaff to the wheat? That's the comparison to those that's not teaching the word, comparison to the ones that's teaching the word. All right? The Lord said he's going to gather his wheat to the barn. The barn represents the chariot. That's a prophecy of the last days. All right? Let's keep going.
Verse 29. It says, is not my word like as a fire, saith the Lord Yahweh, and like a hammer that breaketh the rock to pieces? Therefore, behold, I am against the prophets, saith the Lord Yahweh, that steal my word, every one from his neighbor.
No, man, that's what he's doing. That's what people like Martin Luther King and the doctrine that he left behind has done. It's stole the word, pluck the seed right out of the minds of the people that might have been hearing it from people like Albert Bidder. You had the damn Muslims, you had the Christians that was plucking it right out of their head. Don't believe him. This ain't gonna happen now. Everything happened. That Albert Bidder was talking about, that King Mashah, that Elder Yaquab, you know what I mean? Pops Tahar, on down. I've been talking about. But look at the Islam. Look at Christianity. Where has it gotten? All right.
Verse 31.
Then we'll go over to 32.
Behold, I am against the prophets, saith the Lord Yahweh, that use their tongues and say, he saith. Behold, I am against them that prophesy false dreams.
He prophesied false dreams. But the Lord does give you vision. But that was a false dream. You know, you got a lot of brothers have a vision. We'll listen to them. You know, you listen to each other's visions, but it's not pertaining to the scriptures, to the prophecy. You like, yeah, I had a vision about martial law. I had a vision about them pushing the MOTV. I had a vision about the chariots. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna say I had a vision that everybody came together.
We were holding hands with Esau.
Yeah, man. Everything changed. Everything became peace. Nah, man. The Lord said he would destroy these monuments. It's gonna be this land is gonna be struck with the vessel of destruction. You know what I mean? That's what his vision was supposed to be about. That scared the hell out of everybody back then. They probably still be alive. Oh.
Verse 32. Behold, I am against them that prophesy false dreams, saith the Lord Yahweh, and do tell them,
Yeah, do tell them. Yeah.
and cause my people to err by their lies and by their likeness. Yet I sent them not, nor commanded them. Therefore, they shall not profit this people at all, saith the Lord Yahweh.
know what I mean? No profit at all. They were not profit our people. Even though they had the teaching, it was all over the world. Civil rights tried to help. What's his name? What's his name? No, man. What's his name? Oh, Rosa Parks. Yeah. They started a whole civil rights movement based off of her. Martin Luther King went down there. Like, man, come on, man. You know, what was he really teaching, man? We listened to all his sermons. He said, I've been to the mountaintop. No, you didn't.
They went to the White House.
Nah, he went to the damn Indian Grove. That's about it.
This is back at the book of Sirach, chapter 34, verse 7. For trees have deceived many, they have failed that put their trust in them.
Dreams have seen many. Yeah, man, dreams have seen many. All right, I got 34/7. I got Jeremiah 14, bring it up. Wait, read that again, brother.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 34, verse 7. For trees have deceived many.
Dreams have deceived many. Even to today, you got dreams deceiving our people. So, you know, growing up, what they used to say, play lottery. I speak with my parents. You know, they would always say, they would play the lottery and had a dream. Remember that? They have a dream numbers. They wake up trying to play the dream.
She had a dream book.
Yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that got pushed on our people, man. That's what they were pushing in the society, man. So dreams have deceived what?
For trees have deceived many.
Right? It's about that deception. And through Martin Luther King, he pushed the deception of Esau, man. Right? That's right, man. Still here to this day. A lot of people out here bugging out on that day, man. Crying for Martin Luther King and all this, trying to come together for a holiday. When they was right out there going against each other. The women gonna be against the men, like the scripture say, and the men gonna be against the men. They're not the truth.
They're gonna wonder why, and we've been saying it all this long. Instead of y'all by shooting out try, and they're gonna still be asking questions why it's going on. Tell you why it's going on, but you listen. But you rather hear smooth speeches and soft sayings like Martin Luther King. You don't want to hear about destruction. You don't want to hear about the lamentations, mournings, and woes that comes about this book. They just want to hear the prosperity doctrine.
And they have failed and put their trust in them.
They have failed. So the ones that put their trust in it, look where they have today mentally, man. They have failed. That civil rights movement failed. And it's
Every parade every year, we have Jacob, a kid that's shot and killed.
right. And look at all the neighborhoods. The worst areas to go in our neighborhood. MLK. Martin Luther King Boulevard. Every city. That's the first place to go.
That's like code word for Esau. Don't go down there. Niggas over there.
Niggas over there.
That's how I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
Like, that's the code word.
That's right. Right. Go ahead, bro. That was it right there.
It's Jeremiah 14:1. The word of the Lord that came to Jeremiah concerning the deer. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is going up. The black barbers, just brought to a lower state. The people that's supposed to be the gatekeepers of our people, they have they took the bag, man. Sold out to where our people are destroyed.
In addition to that, our people being impoverished, they didn't understand that that's a beautiful state. If that's the state you want to be in. All right, you want to be in the state of mourning when Yahweh Shai shows up. You don't want to be in the state of feasting, all right? Because we're waiting on our king. We don't want any parts of the society. So not understanding that state of mourning, that low degree that Yahweh Shai put us at, was to lift those up that are in that low state. But you have our people that want to be lifted up to be on Esau's status. So if you work to get to that status, you're going to reach that same reward.
Ezekiel 9:4. And Yahweh said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that were done in the midst of it. So seeing all this abomination right here, if King David was brought back to the earth right now, Ezekiel or Elijah, and they saw this man, they would be in mourning. You know, they would hate this place. They would be sighing and crying. And that's what shows you the spirit that the hope of the elect is in. You know, like-minded, just like the prophets of old. Right? Somebody had a precept. Yeah, Hosea 4:6.
Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. It says, My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. Thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forget thy children.
Right, like that, Isaiah 30.
Isaiah 30:1 says, Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that ask, that take counsel, but not of me.
You know, he said, what? The children, right? So now the children today represent, you know, people that was around during the 60s, 70s, you know, descendants of Israel. They said what? They're the rebellious children. Right? Now, how did they rebel today? They rebel against the spirit of the Lord. Spirit of truth.
It says, Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and I cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
You know, man.
That walk to go down to Egypt,
Here you go. That's that marching.
and that have not asked of my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
They went down there trying to, even to this day, they still marching. Black Lives Matter. And they trying to strengthen themselves in the strength of Esau, man. And the strength of their government and their laws. That's right. To get fire freedom through their policies, through their courts. They ain't gonna find it, man. All right. Go ahead.
Zechariah 1:4. Be ye not as your fathers, unto whom the former prophets have cried, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, turn ye now from your evil ways and from your evil doings. But they did not hear, nor hearken unto me, saith the Lord. You know, so just as the prophets of old, the spirit of the prophets is subject to the prophets, they're here today giving that same warning that 2/3 of our people, all right, the forefathers did not adhere to or listen to, all right, and they're in that same lot today here, all right, not listening again, all right, for the Lord to come and give them a recompense, a judgment.
Isaiah 30:3. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be their shame, be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
There you go, man. That's the confusion. They trust in the shadow of Egypt, man. What's that? Covering and protection of the place. You know, what's the protection of the place? The religion, the money system, you know, police, huh? The team, yeah, they trust in America, man. The power structure, they trust in the whole system, man. That's everything that comes with it. That's right. Good.
This is Isaiah 31:1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many. And in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One, Israel, neither seek the Lord Yahweh. So again, it says woe. Woe means destruction. Now people love running down to Egypt. They love running to Esau for help. Well, it says woe to those who go down to Egypt for help. Like the elder was saying, Jake, he caught up, he trusted in all of the power structure, police, military, and all these armed militias and forces. And they trust in Esau's power because they feel like Esau can't be taken down, can't nobody do nothing to him. And they don't look seek after the Holy One of Israel. They don't seek after Yahweh. They don't look to Yahweh Shai for guidance.
All right, this is Isaiah 30:7. For the Egyptians shall help in vain.
Right. Even of old, during the times of Isaiah, you had our people trying to run to Egypt again for help. They still wanted to go back into Egypt. But even today, present day Egypt would be America, and the Egyptians spiritually would be Esau. All right, go ahead. So their help is vain. It didn't help our people. The Lord said that in Deuteronomy. What did it say?
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
There you go. You went to spiritual Egypt. Again, this time with ships. Okay? Slave ships, not cruise ships.
It says, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt no more see it again.
Right, because that was prophecy as well. Everything the Lord spoke from the beginning has come to pass, except for the last two prophecies. That's salvation.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
We were sold to our enemies, man. We're in the midst of our enemies. We're behind the lines. Right? The Lord trying to tell us that. Not Martin Luther King. Right?
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
There you go. No man shall redeem us out of this place. Right? Especially Esau.
Revelation 11:8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city.
Right, spiritually, man. Our people spiritually live for lack of knowledge. Therefore,
Which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified.
right, it's like you know the judgment that's going to come on this place, man. Because those same sins and wickedness and the mindset that our people were in during the time of Sodom, during the time of Egypt, that same judgment is going to come on this place, man. All right, fire, plagues, you know, it's going to be a major deliverance, the same way the Lord delivered Moses and the hopeful election of Israel, and he still had the, you know, 2/3 thing in. But and he also had the deliverance that was done with Lot from Sodom. He sent the angels in there to get him. That's what type of deliverance is going to be, man. Out of this place called Egypt.
Isaiah 30:7. For the Egyptians shall help in vain and to no purpose. Therefore have I cried concerning this. Their strength is to sit still. Now go write it before them in a table and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever.
Right. So note it in the book. This book, not the Quran, not the keep unique ass. You know, not the book of Mormon. It's in this book right here. Right? Sophia. Right, man. Yep, it says what? Oh, no, you just write it, note it in the book, because this is going to be prophecy, man. And that the Lord knew that our people were going to turn to Esau for help, you know, and for freedom. And they're going to be following false prophets. He said it will be all in vain, man. Right? He said, write it in the book, not the prophet.
Habakkuk 2:2. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it.
Right, right in this race. This is a race. Right?
For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
There you go, man. It's about the appointed time. You know, he said he does not move nor stir them. I think it's 2007.
And going back to Isaiah 30:8, it says, now go write it before them in a table and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever. So that's what that he may run that reason. But where are our people running to? They're not running to the Lord, they're running back down to Egypt. You know?
Yeah, they ain't running the race for the kingdom. They running to the slaughterhouse.
This is what the Lord is saying about the present day Egyptians today being behold, his soul which is lifted up in him is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Right? So the ones that believe in Yahweh Shai are running to the Lord. But the ones that don't believe, they're running back down to Egypt for help. And the Lord's telling them, like, hey, man, this soul that's in him,
right.
it ain't right. You know what I'm saying? So all their help is going to be vain because their help is for your hurt.
Some people made it. They made it through the civil rights movement, thankfully, because a lot of us wouldn't be here.
All right.
You know, the Lord had our grandparents anointed.
All right.
Not we wouldn't have been here through World War I, World War II, World War III. But they made it through all of that just to go get mandated.
Bruh. Bruh.
All right. Think about it.
Second Ezra chapter 4, verse 37. This is by measure, hath he measured the time. By number hath he numbered the time. He does not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled.
You know, man, that's why all the destruction not coming here yet. The Lord is about to destroy America, man. This place called Babylon. Yeah. No, it's not. Yeah. The Lord is going back to 4 wins, man. Going back to destruction and telling our people wake the hell up. The elect. The elect. That's all we worried about, really. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, the Lord did not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled. All right, so everything is about an appointed time, man. Right? The perfect time for the sift to take its place, man. Okay? Yeah.
Isaiah 30 and 8 it says, now go write it before them in a table and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever, that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, but speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceit.
Right, man. Yeah, even to this day, they walk past brothers, scoff. They like the main scoffer. You know, so we the best Martin Luther King out here. Martin Luther King, he was a scoffer.
What are y'all doing out there? We doing
Scoffer, man. Right, man.
Bring up the issue. Like today I was doing a lesson to Jake when they walked past. And I felt in spirit, they was mad because I was saying that we was Israelites. I'm doing a lesson. They was angry. I felt and I'm like, what's wrong? So I did a little quick hit on them. You despise the word of Yahweh, you know, show you on that.
Right? It says verse 10, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceit. Get ye out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us.
You know, man. So that's what they've done. All right. And they say cause the Holy One to cease from before us, but they welcome their own damnation through Esau. They welcome wickedness. They love it. You know, but they say cause the Holy One to cease from before us. That would be these Christians, churches. All right. Same ones that's gonna be out there marching next week. Acting like they love the Lord. They got the biggest Bible on their dad. Don't know what's it.
Open to Psalm 23.
Sounds
Yeah, that's it.
They have
Look at Matthew 24 and 11. Go ahead. You go to
It's Matthew 7 and 21. Not every one that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven,
but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven.
It's clear. You know what I mean? So, all the ones that were saying, Lord, Lord, you can run down your list of pastors, but it's about the ones that do the will of the Father. Right? They the ones that's going to enter into the kingdom of heaven. What's that? Being part of the first fruits. You know, whether we die or live in this truth, we'll be delivered in that day and be with Yahweh Shai in the chariot. Go into the kingdom. Right? The Lord about to destroy America. The Father name is Yahweh, the Son is Yahweh Shai. Look how black man tried to do it. All right. So yeah, what was that? Yeah, keep on 14.
Matthew 24:11. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many.
You know, he's one of those false prophets. There's going to be many. That's enough. Run down the list. You get exhausted trying to run down the list of the false prophets.
And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Then through all that false doctrine they've been pushing, they've been creating monsters and idolatry. Through that, look where it got them, man. Through that path, through that walk, through that way. You know, it got them to hate each other even more.
But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
Right, what's that, John? Four, right? I'm getting there, man. I'm getting there. I ain't the first, but I got the chapter.
John chapter 4, verse 14. But whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him. John chapter 4, verse 24. Yahweh is the spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth.
Right, man. So you want to worship the Lord, you got to do it in spirit. You know? What is the spirit? And that's why he said, and the truth. You got to go with the truth. The truth is that the Lord's name is Yahweh Shai. That the Father's name is Yahweh. That we're looking for salvation. And we're scattered around the four corners of the earth. The Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and the Israelites that are the speckled birds scattered amongst the nations. And we got to go out here and fish for our people, like he told Peter to do, make fishers of men. And that the Esau, the Edomites, the Caucasian race, they're going to lay a trap for us in the future. And they set up a system of racism, and they set up a system of false doctrine of religion against the truth, against the spirit of truth. All right? And our people have, 2/3 of our people have followed that wrong way, that way to iniquity. But the Lord said he is the way, Yahweh Shai is the way, the truth, and the light. Right?
Verse 25. The woman said unto him,
Titus chapter 1 and verse 10. But there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision, whose mouth must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching things which they ought not, for filthy lucre's sake.
Right. Today, that scripture really fits people like they think. Like he remind me of Saul. You know what I'm saying? I read today about Saul. I kept thinking about this. IUIC. They're part of the circumcision. One of the people that call themselves Israel, not people correct. All right? But it still fits people like Martin Luther King too. Teaching things they are not. False doctrine. All right?
John chapter 14 and 6. Yahweh Shai said unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life.
Yahweh Shai says unto him, I am the way. All right? Not marching down to Egypt, not marching down to the government. But the Lord said he is the way. Right?
Yahweh Shai said unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life.
Right.
No man cometh unto the Father but by me.
Go, man. All right? So keep saying, Lord, Lord, the Lord said, I never knew you. You know? Get away from me, you that work iniquity. That's what they've been doing. And when they go to the spirit realm, they're going to be judged too. But thankfully, they're going to be brought back into the kingdom as babies. value. That's all. It's just of no value. It's still Israelite. It's just of no value. You know what I mean? Just like you got gold, you got silver, you got tin, alloy. It's still metal, but it's just not worthless. Yeah, man, go ahead, brother.
Proverbs 14:12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
That's right. Death, that's twofold. Physical death and also spiritual death. Those ways we got people to sin. Spiritual death, man. Put them back to sleep. All right? And you say what? The wages of sin is what? Death. You got spiritual death and physical death. That's real death to die and be brought back as a baby. That's to die. That whole character is wrong. The soul has left the body, become a spirit, gone into another body, gotten everything in the past life. That's death. But to fall asleep, but to transition, be woken up when the Lord comes back, you didn't die. You know what I mean? You got risen back up and regenerated. Over.
Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. And then shall the end come.
Right, man. So, right, this gospel. So this gospel is supposed to be preached to the ends of the world, and then shall the end come. How is it being preached to the unicorn? Right, the internet, YouTube. So these are the times with deliverance, man. What the hell was that back then? Watching around, catching buses, 100 million landmarks, all that. Very cool was involved. Everybody thought we made it. You know? The Lord said, no, the word got to be preached. That's the mission, man. Right? That's a waste of time, man. What's that, Sirach? 3:24.
This is Sirach chapter 3, verse 29. The heart of the prudent will understand a parable, and an attentive ear is the desire of a wise man.
There you go, man. That's the desire of a wise man. An attentive ear. You know, I always say that. Wise man looks for a listening ear. You know what I mean? Man, brother.
Verse 30. Water will quench a flaming fire, and alms maketh an atonement for sin. Verse 31. He that 24, okay.
Yeah, that's good.
This is Sirach chapter 3, verse 24. It says, for many are deceived by their own vain opinion.
So they've been deceived by his own dream and his own opinion. You know? And many of those people, man. Even what was his name, man? Dick Gregory. All them years, we always said he looked like the Hamashine. He looked like the Most High. That don't matter. Because at the end of the day, right before the Lord took him out, you know, I did a lesson on him. People, you know, they were like, why are you doing a lesson on him? And all that. But a couple days later, the Lord took him out. Because he was teaching, he just started teaching out of nowhere, Dick Gregory, that Lord doesn't exist. He said it's just the universe. Out of nowhere. And the Lord took him out of it. Yeah, he messing up the Lord, you're in the way. That's what they is. They're in the way of the Lord's agenda. You don't want to be in his way. You know, if anything, you try to die in the truth.
Stop.
They mouths must be stopped. That's right, because then you don't put people to sleep. All right? Pissing the Lord off. That's the point. You know? Okay, bro.
This is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 2, verse 12. But But these, as natural beasts, made to be taken to destroy, speak evil of the thing that they understand not, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption. I just brought it out the back of the elder. He didn't even understand what he was even saying out his mouth to even speak against the power of the creator. That's why the scripture says guys like that are taken just like the Titus. And how can we stop?
Yeah, man, look at the damage. That's why the Lord said we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but we wrestle against what? Wickedness in high places. Oh, yes, man, brother. Right, that's a big agenda, man. This is, the elite, man. They run it thing. Not Mark, MLK. Do what he gonna do. They took out Kennedy. You think Mark, MLK gonna do something?
That's a show that you take that get risen up on a political level,
Yeah.
just a world level.
Yeah.
That's a show that something wrong.
Something ain't right.
It's allowed Charles the White.
Yeah.
Young people come and see
Yeah.
talk shit.
Yeah. Entertainment.
And so, and think about it. Look at what they do to their own people. Look at the boy Prince Andrew, whatever, got stripped of all his military leadership royalty by the queen, by a woman. Got all his stripes taken away by a woman. If they do that to their own people, what do you think they're gonna do to you to Jake that prison up?
He borrowed it.
They have man, listen, if you know that saying no love lost, man, no love gained dealing with Esau, man.
They say that.
Second Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers.
Right. Joining hands, they're gonna be holding hand party next week. You know they got the whole 6 feet apart. They're gonna be locked down. Oh yeah.
When it comes to the
Yeah.
the murder, the things that's going on, like I saw a post about Super Bowl, full capacity. Like you gotta have a mindset now. The time that we need, that some shit might happen. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny you say that. I went to watch the movie. Somebody was outside door hanging on, trying to ask somebody. The dude got up thinking something else. They got up, they left the kid. They got scared.
One guy got shot back in his head. A dude did.
Yeah, that was Batman.
Spider-Man. Yeah, Spider-Man. They ain't like it. Somebody sat in front of him, he got him back in his head. That was the type of people out here. I watched the video the other day. A 9-year-old got punched in the eye. Social media. A little girl. They ain't really give him a thought. They kind of hit him back in his head. Palm back in his head. That was the type of world we're living in, man. Daughters can't walk the street. You know what I mean? Well, also something, man. But it's like, damn, it's breaking back to work.
That young girl that went for a walk over there on the north side, and they found her in the lake, right?
Love and make sure wife's cool.
Stop.
Really? Right. Yeah, yeah.
Man, for boy, you know what I'm saying? Chicks like that.
Yeah, yeah. That's the time we live in dark times like that. You know what I mean? So next week they're gonna be holding hands, do their little tradition. Yeah, you know, they give everybody a day. They just gave DMX's own day up in New York. Like they did, hey, you can have your own day. They don't care about that. Right?
2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers, for what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion hath light with darkness?
There you go, man. So they're still amongst the congregation of the dead. You know, you sit back and you watch, you see everybody that's joining up for that, They're part of the congregation of the dead. And you got Christians out there, Muslims, 5-day Adventists, Baptists, whatever you got, they all gonna be standing together. The scripture say, "How can two walk together unless they agree?" So they're gonna be walking, working. So they all in agreement. They don't even know it. They all got different doctrines, but it's all wickedness. So they all in agreement. Philosophy. Yeah. Yeah, that goes into the demonocracy. That's right, man. Pushing the agenda of Esau once again. And democracy comes from Greece. All right, that's where it started at. The Greek Empire. All right, you look it up. That's
the birthplace.
going with it.
Right. And think about it, you got individuals like what happened to Malcolm X, Fred P. Hampton. But you want peace from this devil? You should be praying for judgment. You should be praying for judgment, but this devil would do to our people at will, man. He has no regard for human life, let alone take life.
But first thing that's true is first. Okay.
All right, this is Ephesians 6:12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against power, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So, and that's what we're wrestling against, man. Around here marching, you better get your mind right. Knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of that time. All right, and strength of salvation. So, and man, this devil's gonna do whatever he can to get your mind all fucked up. And with your mind being messed up like that, you're willing to do anything, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how he's trying to shake the whole earth up, man. That's why, man. That's why keep your mind, man. The apostle did a lesson like keep your mind, guard your mind, man. You got to keep your mind tight. If you don't, then you'll be reluctant. You'll be willing to do anything, man, just to try to keep some peace of mind.
This Second Chronicles 7:14. If my people, which are called by my name, see the same way we came out of Egypt. Same way the Lord delivered us. We call on his name. That's it. So he got to give us the ability to call on his name. You know? Every time he gives us the ability to call on his name, he wake up and deliver us. Now he got Yahweh Shah to deliver us. He gave us enough time and a chance to call on his name for eternity. If my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face. So you can't just go out there saying, "Kumbaya," and praying to false gods, man. They ain't even praying correctly. The Lord said he's not going to hear their prayer. All right? And he said you got to seek his face. So they got to seek Yahweh Shah. They got to find the truth, the tree of life. And turn from their wicked ways. You can't go to the universities, these schools, pushing all these philosophies and seminary arts, theological seminaries. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sins and will heal their land. And that's all it takes. Man. So the Lord said, what? Our cries entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. That's the time. The Lord has heard our cries. Now the thundering has happened. Once the thundering happens, the lightning happens, that's when things get moved. The Most High thundering from heaven when he speaks. Just like you get lightning. Lightning strikes first, and then the thunder. So the Most High is thinking, get it moving, and he'll speak. Right.
The book of Luke, chapter 12:32. Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Give you the spirit of fear.
Father's good pleasure. Listen, the Father, Yahweh's good pleasure to give us the kingdom. Good pleasure. But our people don't want to turn to it. They want to go to churches, they want to go to the mosque. You know? What's up, brother? Yeah, definitely, man. That's what we out here for. You know? Father's name is Yahweh, the Son named Yahweh. That's the way we get out here. You know, things like this will happen. That's how we all link up. You know what I'm saying? You get to the truth, you gotta teach, you gotta study, you show yourself approved. You gotta call on the name Yahweh, but you gotta do it through his son Yahweh. Our people sin. You know, sin is what? Transgression, breaking the law, cutting our beards, worshiping idols. You know, eating pork, having sex with our women on menstrual, murdering each other. You know, robbing, stealing, and killing, just like Esau, so-called white man. All right. So yeah. Go ahead, brother.
This is 2 Samuel 22:7. In my distress, I called upon Yahweh and cried to my power, and he did hear my voice out of his temple.
Right. Our people are in distress right now. It's like in the time of Egypt, during the time of Moses. Our people were in distress. We called on the Lord. And the Lord heard us. He's going to deliver us. So-called black man from the tribe of Judah. That's the house side. The father, he was just like his son. He got white woolly hair and dark skin. That's his house. Right?
And my cry did enter into his ears.
Right.
Then the earth shook and trembled. The foundation of heaven moved and shook because he was wroth.
There you go. Right? That's why things are falling apart in America. Because the Most High is speaking up in the heavens. When he speaks in the heavens, it happens upon the earth. When he speaks, it thunders up there. The angels in tremble at his presence. You know what I'm saying? When he speaks it, the Father, Yahweh, then it happens right on earth. All right? Right now, he's speaking. He say, not live in the radio. Yeah, one more time. Yeah. But the prophecy was speaking. The word prophet, prophesy means the same before. Right? Pro comes from before, and beside means the same. So our job as prophets, men of the Lord, is to come out here and tell people the things that's going to happen before they happen, according to the scriptures. Right? And we out here to rebuke this Martin Luther King holiday that they're about to celebrate. And the word holiday goes back to holy day. So they made that a separate, set apart day for a man that wasn't pushing the will of the Father. A man that wasn't telling the truth to our people. A man that was telling our people to join hands with the enemy. All right? Go ahead, brother.
The book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 7 and verse 14. If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land.
There you go. So that's what we want. We want the Lord to forgive our sins and to heal our land, man. We got fake Jews over there in our land. And our land is sick. We went into slavery and our land was departed.
That's funny you bring that up because I was talking to a guy the other day, and he saw my shofar in the back of my car. He's like, you know how to blow it? I'm like, yeah, but not as good as my brother. I was speaking about it. Sorry, y'all. And he was like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, what you know about this? And I went to explain it to him, right? And he said to me, like, he said straight up, he said, you think that we're the Jews? He said, being Jewish is, he thinks that Israelis are the real Jews. He said, we're just Jewish. This is not a nationality. This is just a religion. He said it like that. He said, they don't even claim to be the ones that they're speaking of the Bible. This is just a religion that they follow by that he created.
This is our nationality.
This is our covenant with the power of Yahweh, power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and deliverance from his son, Yahweh Shai.
Right.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it.
Because the vision is yet for an appointed time. But though it tarry, wait for it, man. What vision? What's it that Malachi? All right, brother, so long. Hey, you go on YouTube, saw mine.
For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
It's part of those prophecies. Yep. Yep. Go ahead.
And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
There you go. That's what we're warning about. Day after day, that's going to burn like an oven. That's what they're marching towards. Pick your hoodie up.
What you preaching?
What you preaching at? All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Right, this is the book of Zechariah, chapter 14, verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
Yep. Now, man, we don't have to go join hand in hand with them. The Lord said, "Though hand join the hand, the wicked shall not be punished."
In their eyes shall consume away in their holes, in their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
You got a lot of jakes that want to be like Uncle Ruckus. You know, you want to join hand in hand with Esau, man. Everything, yeah, man. Everything we exist for, they contended. Even 2/3 of our people that are still asleep, Esau still contending with them. They set up against us, man, to destroy our people. All right. What is it? What is it?
First Samuel, chapter 2, verse 30. It says, "Wherefore the Lord Yahweh, power of Israel, saith, I say indeed that thy house and the house of thy father should walk before me forever. But now the Lord saith, Be it far from me, for them that honor me, I will honor, and they that despise me shall be lightly esteemed."
Yeah, that's right, man. So the Lord set it up that way. He said, "Yo, Israel's gonna walk before him forever." But now the Lord like, wait, man, you know what? We changed that. Now I'm gonna have to make a separation. The ones that honor me, I'm gonna honor them. The ones that dishonor me, they're gonna be like esteemed. What does that mean? That means they're gonna be looked at as no value. All right, the Lord gonna say, you know what? Yeah, they ain't worth shit. Right, keep on.
Verse 31. Behold, the days come that I will cut off thine arm.
Oh,
And
Ezekiel 22 and 18. Son of man, the house of Israel is to me become broke.
No, so he said they're gonna be lightly esteemed. That word lightly esteemed meaning like looked at as no value. All right, so our people have become scum. Right?
Son of man, the house of Israel is to me become broke. All they are grass and tin.
Right? They're like grass and tin. That's right. But when the Lord said we're gonna be like gold and have value to us, man. He said even the women that's in the truth is of a high price. A righteous woman is of a high price, quiet woman.
Says, Son of man, the house of Israel is to me become gross. All they are brass and tin and iron and lead in the midst of the furnace.
There you go. You put those all those in alloys. You put them in the furnace that you just read about, and also the affliction, they're gonna melt. All right, but gold is gonna be purified. The Lord gonna snatch the gold and silver out right on top. Before it begins to be destroyed. All right.
They are even the dross of silver.
God, scum that comes off the silver.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because they are all become dross. Behold, therefore will I gather you into the midst of Jerusalem, as they gather silver and brass and
Right? They're not. They have no value to you. Okay. All the way 22. You got it.
All right. It says 20. Verse 20 says, as they gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace, to blow the fire upon it, to melt it, so will I gather you in my anger and in my fury. Then I will leave you there and melt you. Yeah, I will gather you and blow upon you in the fire of my wrath, and ye shall be melted in the midst thereof.
Right, right. All right. That goes into Revelation 7. Angels are going back to wind again. The Lord sends that wind, that destruction. That's it. That's it, man. You're going to melt it. Eyes of the melt their holes.
Just like and what is Zechariah 13, he said, I shall put the third part to the fire, and 2/3 shall be left therein. Right, to melt.
Melt. You want to see them melt. That's
Thus saith the Lord.
right. That was right. Look. Y'all about to know.
Verse 22, as silver is melted in the midst of the furnace, so shall ye be melted in the midst thereof, and ye shall know that I, the Lord Yahweh, have poured out my fury upon you.
Right. So how are they going to know that? You know? How are they going to know? Because the men of the Lord got his kitchen. They say, you will know it. Trust me. He's going to set up his prophets. He said, you're going to know it. I'm going to have my prophets out there to tell you.
And what said a fire is burning, what will I have already be kindled? So as this fire is brewing and Yahweh shows up to earth, 2/3 of our people are going to be seeking relief. But he gonna burn, he gonna be fanning that fire.
Right. Right. Matthew 7 and 15. Matthew 7 and 15. Right.
It's Isaiah 30 and 20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers. Okay, so the prophets are here again. The spirit of the prophets is subject to the prophets. And the Lord has always sent out his men, all right, to get to blow that trumpet and sound out that alarm before the destruction comes.
How they going to see him? On YouTube. Because revolution will not be televised. And right, it's not televised. It's on YouTube. So yeah, man, the ISOC got the Lord set that up. All the people bring it up.
Matthew chapter 7, verse 15. Beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing.
No, they hold the Bible. Or they call themselves Israelites.
But inwardly they are ravening wolves.
Inwardly they are raving. So, inwardly, they got the whole outward look. Go ahead.
This Matthew 23 and 25, woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye make clean the outside of the cup and of the platter, but within they are full of extortion and excess.
But within they are full of extortion and excess. All right? Excess of philosophy. Wine, you're saying, man, what are they doing in church? What's the documented Steve look there? A suit and noose around the neck. I have like that.
We got business. I don't think it's gonna be like we got it's like a suit. Hey,
Yeah, you know the Mason they wear the bow tie. Yeah. Yeah. Everything got a look to it. Just like we got to look to us, you know. But the preachers, the politicians, they all got to wear that damn suit. You got people that claim to be in the truth. They got the damn covering from our head. Should be like gold or something covering their wrist.
They don't want to wear it. Sackcloth. Super
Yeah,
God. They
yeah.
don't let it.
Like how you are.
God, dude.
Got some kids wearing gypsy, right? That was you talking about that? Right. Somebody they wear gypsy John. They wearing gypsy. Oh yeah. Yeah, man. The Alibaba had wearing turbans. Yeah. You know, so everybody got to look about it. You judge the tree by its fruit, man. If you judge by the king's fruit, but I don't like speaking about people dead, but it's about his doctrine. You know what I'm saying?
It's about what he left behind.
Yeah. You got to see it. It's all over the damn TV. And I was little, my dad used to play that joint in black and white. On the old TV, they turned shit to damn Rick. That was some work, man. These youngers, they don't know, man. They call you downstairs and they come here. They get the fly, turn step. Yeah, steps.
And if you know we pop electric charge, don't be messing around and trying to get the TV right. You put your hand on it to get right. Yeah, it's got to stand there. The show go on.
Oh, well, you can watch it through a mirror.
Well, all right, so, come on, read.
Matthew 7:14.
Matthew chapter 7, start at 15. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves.
Right, man. So they got all the different covers, man. They got the whole thing made out. Best food, get my hair edged up, you know, get the brag. Right, so they got the whole look. The usher boy got the white gloves. See that? Everything. You want to shake your head like that, right? You know?
Verse 16.
Yeah, man. Inwardly they are ravening wolves, seeking to rip you apart. That's how tear you apart in spirit and tear you from your salvation. Rip you out of the hands of the Lord. But the Lord said the elect, no man is able to pluck them out of the hands.
And verse 16. Ye shall know them by their fruit. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles?
Right, man, look what he gathered. Look what this document has gathered. You know, what did you see on the 17th, man? The type of people that march that had an alphabet, movement, and everybody out there, man.
That's
The whole circle.
That's how you get to see the inward man. The outside man doesn't really count at all. To see the inward man, you have to look at that man's the labor, the stuff that he does behind closed doors. Nobody looks. That stuff is going to manifest itself for your eyes to see, and that's what you judge a man on. Verse 17. Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit.
Right. The only good thing I say about this king is saying, he never said it, but I give him one. Be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. He was hard. He trying to hurt somebody. Yeah. He was non-confrontational, non-violent. I agree with that part. Until the Lord says it.
Verse 18.
Yeah, but he was harmful to our people.
Verse 18. A good tree does not bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Every tree that bringeth forth not good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire.
Right, so the whole tree is going to be cast down, man. That whole tree of Christianity, that whole foundation is going to cut down to the root. All right? So yeah, not just a branch called MLK, but that whole tree of Esau and that Christianity, that doctrine going all the way back to the Council of Nicaea, you know, and Baal. All that's going to be cut down, man. Go ahead, brother.
It's Ezekiel 13, and I started 8. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, because ye have spoken vanity and seen lies, therefore, behold, I am against you, saith the Lord power, God, select. And mine hand shall be upon the prophets that see vanity and that divine lies. They shall not be in the assembly of my people, neither shall they be written in the writing of the house of Israel.
neither shall they enter into the land of Israel, and ye shall know that I am the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
That goes to the book of life. But people like Martin Luther King, they ain't not gonna be written in the book of life. You know, you got the book of judgment, the death, you got the book of life, salvation. People like him, his works haven't man will be judged by his works. All right. But yeah, man, a person like him, he's not written in the book of life. He's not gonna be risen up in that day.
I want to say dead already,
Yeah.
but he still got blood shed on his hands here.
Yeah. Right, man. Yep. Got our people trust. People like him, they force our people to trust themselves. Going out there, they the ones that really started the whole march. That crazy? They've been marching since Egypt, yeah. But I'm talking about since the Rosa Parks situation, and then Martin Luther King responded, that started the march. The march.
Because what type of sense does it make to see a lion at the other end of the bridge, and it's like, well, I'm hungry, and you like, I'm gonna go walk into that lion and try to set it. You should walk down the way. You should want to go get a weapon and fortify yourself, not to come back and kill it, but to make sure that it doesn't come up to you.
Right, go away.
Right.
They go down there screaming at Esau for help, but they're really screaming at corporations, not for the machine.
Wrong.
You know, they're screaming at a machine asking for life. You know, asking for love from the machine.
Asking the wicked to be right.
Yeah, man. You know, the Lord said, who can make that straight? The Lord has made crooked. He made Esau to be that way. All right, let's get a couple more preachers and we wrap it up. You already let's keep going.
Matthew chapter 7, verse 19. Every tree that bringeth forth not good fruit is hewn down, cast into the fire.
That tree was hewn down. And ultimately, that whole doctrine, that philosophy, you know, is going to be hewn down. You know, and cast into the fire.
Verse 20. Wherefore, by their fruits ye shall know them. Not every one that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven.
But I tell you, his name not going to be written in the book of life. He was on this earth, all on TV, since we were little. I was a little boy watching that on TV. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Every February, this shirt has money. Shortest part of the year. That's like the retard part.
Short, but
Yeah.
verse 21. Not every one that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. But he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven.
Those that speak the word of Yahweh speak the word. The ones that have dreams, let them do. All right? But it's about the ones that's doing the will of the Father, doing what the Father is.
Verse 22. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name have cast out devils?
They're going to say, haven't they cast out devils? That's what they always say to the church. But I've cast out devils in that name. Jesus. That's all they like to say. But hey, man, that's what you can do anything on the left hand side. You just, what they do on the voodoo. It's all witchcraft, man, on the left hand side.
Think about it when we spoke about the theological seminary. That's like if you watch the Harry Potter movie. That's like going to the Harry Potter wizard school. They're teaching how to put people how to cast, teaching those people how to cast spells on the people, put them to sleep.
Right. I'm out of here. You got
Hey, he said they activate.
Hey, like same time next week.
Yeah, right.
mommy said she wanted to just supposed to touch the Holy Ghost.
No.
She started gyrating.
Like a month ago, a little while ago.
I'm just talking church in general.
Oh, general. Yeah,
You gotta run around the church like they call the Holy Spirit.
You got to do it for that.
You gotta demon on. You gotta cut the demon.
I was trying to
You know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like, thank you, Lord.
Man, I'm gonna scare the hell out of me saying that. So they had what they call it? They had first calling where like they had a whole week of church go every day, and the people that's trying like young once you turn 12 years old, you gotta sit on the front row, and they do church in like 4 hours. You gotta pray every time the people tell you to pray, and you ain't saved till you jump up and catch the Holy Ghost like that. And my mama turned to me talking about that's gonna be you next year, and that's the only way I can go to heaven. She said, yeah. I'm gonna tell you that straight up. So I always been thinking like I ain't gonna ever get there because I'm sitting doing all the praying and they trying to put their hand on me, make me fall out. And I'm just going like this and I ain't falling. so I got in trouble because I ain't catch the Holy Ghost. You know what I'm saying? I was raised in the church the same way, same thing that the brother could not talk about, same thing. Yeah, you know, my grandma was supposed pastor, she want to get out there and call him. It's like, well, wait a minute. I can call him one time in essence, right? No, they want you to sit there and constantly, now you slobbing all that stuff, looking like something all over. And it's just like, I always thought it was weird when I was young.
My thing is this altar call. You come down to the altar, everybody down there crying. You throw your money up there, you done cry, pass out on the floor, kind of. They ain't know this, hey, brother. Follow him to the back.
Yeah.
You go to the back, like, well, back there, count money. Like, it's count money.
I mean, I was 16 when I went back there. When I get back there, they had me filling out paperwork.
Yeah.
Well, like, is this what life?
They use a lot of like, I guess.
Yeah, man. I remember that.
Verse 22, Matthew chapter 7. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name have we not, and in thy name have cast out devils? And in thy name done many wonderful works? And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you.
Right? The Lord says, though Israel be as the sand of the sea, only a few shall be saved. All right? So there's going to be many. Wide is the gate that leads to destruction.
Verse 23. And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. Therefore, verse 24. Therefore, whosoever heareth these things of mine and doeth them, I will liken them unto a wise man who built his house upon a rock, and the rain descended upon.
Right, the prophecy coming, the destruction coming, the rain, you know, the raindrop, the torment. That was that represents torment. Right? Just like the time of Noah's flood.
Verse 25. And the rain descended, and the floods came.
Right, flood, Esau. Go ahead.
And the winds blew.
And the destruction. Go ahead.
And beat upon the house, that house.
Right, all your false doctrine. Go ahead.
And it fell not, for it was founded.
Well, I was talking about 22, right?
For it was founded upon a rock.
Right, the one that are founded upon the house shop. Go ahead.
Verse 26. And every one that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man.
There you go. That's a foolish man that built the house upon sand.
Which built his house upon the sand, and the rain descended, and the floods came, and the wind blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it.
That's the point. That's why you got a lot of brothers getting sick, elders getting sick. You know, the rain is going to come, beat upon our house. But like he said, we're not going to fall. So he said, weapons are going to be formed against us, but they're not going to prosper. That's the point. That's the point. All right? Go ahead, brother.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 13 and verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, I will even rend it with a stormy wind in my fury. And there shall be an overflowing shower in my anger, and great hailstones in my fury to consume it. So will I break down the wall that ye have dabbed with untempered mortar, and bring it down to the ground, so that the foundation thereof shall be discovered. And it shall fall, and ye shall be consumed in the midst thereof, and ye shall know that I am the Lord.
That wall. The wall is used for the cover, right? That's what they use, man. They put the wall up, untempered mortar. All right? You know that false doctrine. That's their foundation. Right, man. Let's yeah, that's great. Right, man. We're gonna look up this word real quick, man. Untempered mortar.
Set
Yeah.
like a doctor.
Yeah, what?
Ezekiel 13. Untempered mortar.
You go, see that?
Those the H8602 tough fail.
Yep.
Foolish.
There you go, man. So that's the untempered mortar. You know, the foolish doctrine. They built it upon foolishness. They followed that foolish doctrine. Right? That was it, right?
Uncertain. Unseasoned.
Unseasoned. You see that?
Number 4, whitewash.
Whitewash. Like lepers. Almost. See that, man? So it's foolish doctrine. So they built all their philosophies and their hopes off of foolish doctrine.
Right. Another one, tasteless.
That's why we gotta get in the word. Right?
Like another definition, tasteless and unseasoned.
Tasteless.
What did Yahweh Shai say? You are the salt of the world, but if the salt has lost its savor, but it's worth nothing.
It's worth nothing. Where you gonna get it? So, you know, I'm okay with it. He wasn't worth it. You know, people like him, man. That's what it's about. He still got his cronies out here today. And his son, you know, you seen his son? Man. Yeah, man. This dude was like, I can't describe it, man. Y'all seen his son and heard him talk. I know he part of the letter.
Oh,
Yeah. There you go. He ain't on that level. Yeah, he is. I mean, I don't know about his personal life, but you know, walk like a duck, quack like a duck. Ezekiel 22 and 18. I already got that.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 17. Wherefore, be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is.
Right? So don't be that wise, but our people, the elect, are going to understand what the will of the Father is. Right? These false prophets, they don't understand what the will of the Father is. That's why they're out here marching. But we know what the will of the Father is. It says what? Brother read it earlier. It is good pleasure to give us the kingdom, and also it's in his heart to destroy this place and to destroy Esau. So that's knowing the will of the Father, right, bro?
Just brought that to mind. Think about it a while back. On how IUIC was marching in a parade. Angels behind the Masonic Lodge. Yeah.
Man,
marching to the beat of their own drum.
In that same spirit.
right, man. Right, brother.
Spiritual.
Let's keep going. Proverbs 11:21. Why not? Proverbs 11:21, man. He said, right, be not unwise, but understand what the will of the Father is, man. So we've been blessed to understand that.
This is Proverbs 11:21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered.
There you go, man. From wicked to not going punished. You know, that's the Uncle Ruckus spirit that a lot of these people gonna be marketing. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of Esau's children, scriptures say their children shall seek to please the poor. Right? But the Lord said they're still going to be punished, man. They're still going to sleep. Right? So yeah, we gotta know that. You know what I'm saying? So no hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. So we're gonna end it there, man. And y'all wrap this out. We'll see you tomorrow for another camp. But this was a rebuke on the philosophy and the doctrine and the mindset of that civil rights movement. And they're looking for civil rights, not spiritual inherited rights. They're not looking for the kingdom. They're looking for rights dealing with their civilization here in this society. You know? So we're gonna end it there, man. This is a rebuke on that whole day. It's a cursed day. Cursed street.
Cursed movement.
Cursed, man. All right? We're gonna end it there, man. We're gonna say, Call.
Alive.
Love.
Yahweh. Hashem. Yahushua. Hashem. Ha. Ha. Wadash. Muhammad.
Shalom to the children that believe in sincerity on the four corners of the earth. Shalom. Hey, shalom, yeah.